Hi, Gateway Church. My name is Jack Goode, and I'd like to share with you a good story, part of my story for today's Daily Dose. My three sons and I have been attending Gateway for a little over a year now, and I serve in our Edge ministry on Sunday morning teaching the 4th and 5th graders. So this good story is about my four sons and our family, and sadly it begins in October of 2006 when my then wife Sandy called me that she was going to the hospital with abdominal pains, and when we were waiting for the ultrasound results to come in, she collapsed on the floor and was rushed into emergency surgery. And during those 4 hours that I spent in the waiting room, I was just filled with fear of the unknown, what was going to happen to my wife, my child, the future of our family. But through it all, God was there, and I knew that God was listening to my prayers, and God doesn't make mistakes, and this will come to bring him glory in some way, shape, or form. And Sandy did come out of that surgery. Unfortunately, we did lose our child, which we eventually learned was a son, and we named him Matthew. So for 2 years during that grieving period, just not knowing what the future of our family may hold, we faithfully prayed, and in 2008, God answered those prayers in ways I could never have imagined. And he just lined up a series of events, and we had a friend that unsolicited volunteered to be a surrogate for us and carry two twins. We had another friend tell us about a couple that had a 6 months pregnancy and was looking to put the child up for adoption and didn't know what to do. So in November of 2008, our son Sean was born, and then 3 months later in February of 2009, Kyle and Ryan were born. And once again, that fear crept into my thinking and saying, what's going to happen to these two boys? They were 3 pounds, they were 2 months early, and I felt so helpless and so out of control. But once again, God ministered to us through the kind nurses and doctors who took as much care of us as they did of our children, and he once again provided for our family. And so we went along our merry way till 2014, when we had another sad chapter in our life, and Sandy and I separated and eventually divorced, and I was filled with discouragement and fear of the future for my four sons, or for my three sons, and how their lives were going to be affected by this. And then that's when God put a verse in my life, what's become one of my favorite verses, and that's Isaiah 41:10. And it reads, "Don't be discouraged, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand." And God has always been with me and strengthened me, and he did give me a role to play, to be the father of these three sons. And as I look back in our story of our family, he has always provided for us along the way. So now as I look at today, I feel myself being discouraged about our lives being put on hold, and honestly having a little bit of fear of the unknown, of what the future is going to be like. However, I know that as always, God is with us. He strengthens us, and he has a role for each of us to play in the victory of his kingdom. So I take just strength from that, and I hope you do too. So stay strong, Gateway, and I look forward to seeing you soon.